Hey guys, Kabo here from Beto's blog, and today I am very, very happy to introduce a very special guest that we're going to spend some time with, a very special young lady. I want to introduce you to Gracie West. Gracie, welcome. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you. I know it's been a long journey, and I want to get right into it. So I want to tell our readers and viewers about your amazing story. We have to go back to when you were 13 years old. What happened?
When I was 10, I was diagnosed with stage 4 high-risk neuroblastoma in November of 2013. And that was like my life completely flipped upside down. It was different than just going to school. You were at the hospital every day, and it was just like insane just to be in that time period.
I can assume that this was a shock to you, certainly.
Yeah, it was. My family and the whole town, as soon as they heard, they were so supportive. They brought my family dinner when I was in the hospital. People that we didn't know were bringing us food, and my whole community was amazing.
Going through an experience like that, even if you have support network, or even if there's a support network, it's got to come from within, because there are times when you're by yourself. Where did you possibly find the strength, the courage, and the motivation and determination to deal with this?
I told myself that you have no choice but to be strong, but you can choose to be happy and positive. And that led me through the really hard times when it was during chemo and surgeries, and that really helped me through.
You understand most adults would have a very difficult time facing what you faced.
Yes.
And today, when you look back, you're cancer-free.
Yeah.
We're cancer-free, which is awesome. When you look back and you think about those times, do you think of them as dark times that were put away, or is it an accomplishment that you think to yourself, I did it?
I think it's an accomplishment because I don't want to go back on the past and see the bad things. I want to focus on what the good things are, and that I'm cancer-free, and I have to go to the hospital less and less. So
now, along the journey, we meet the Pope. What happened? Tell us about that.
Was it December of 2014? 2014? Yeah. December of 2014. The amazing people at Make-A-Wish asked me what my wish would be, and I said that I wanted to meet Pope Francis in Italy. And they were like, wow, that's some wish. And I was like, yeah, I don't know if it's possible, but I would love to see if I could go to Rome. And we ended up going to Rome, and it was the most amazing, life-changing thing I've ever been to. He was such a ray of sunshine. It was amazing there.
You have deep faith, don't you?
Yes, I do. I have very.
Also, I remember reading that during your period of treatment, you decided to not wear a wig. You decided to be Gracie, and you decided to be natural. Why?
Yeah.
What surrounded that decision?
I don't think wigs are comfortable, so I don't like the itchy feeling of wigs. But I wanted to show other people, and especially other women and girls going through that you don't have to wear a wig to be beautiful. You can be bald and still be beautiful.
Now, there were some hard times along the journey, right?
Yes, there was.
What helped you cope? Did music help at all in your life?
Yeah, music was a big part of my entire journey. I listened to everything. Music therapy would come in, and they were like, oh, do you want to play your music? I would pop in that aux cord and play music, and that really helped me through it.
So let's talk about some artists. I'm still floored that before we started filming, you told us that you listen to Johnny Cash.
Yeah, I do. I do listen to Johnny Cash.
Now, obviously, you were not around when Johnny Cash was around, so what drew you to Johnny Cash?
I don't know. His soul and his music really did it for me. Me and my mom watched a documentary on him, right? We watched? And it was, I don't know, I just felt a connection kind of to his music.
So throughout your treatment and throughout how you were dealing with the situation, music helped you a lot.
Yeah, it did.
And I know you like Drake.
Yes, love Drake.
Beyonce.
Yes.
Okay. We were a directioner. I guess they're no longer, so we were a directioner.
Rip scene.
Yeah, well, that's just... Are they coming back, by the way? What do you think?
One Direction?
Yeah. Do you think they're going to come back?
I think that they're going to make a comeback.
I'm going to tell you right now, they will be back.
They will.
They will be back. They will do a 6th album. I'm telling you they will. Simon will not let them go. Yeah. Zayn or no Zayn.
Yeah.
Okay. Beyond that now, we're now developing your life. You've now got that in the rearview mirror. What's ahead for Gracie?
I have a foundation, so we started with people donating to me, which is incredible. They started donating to help my family with everything. and we want to now grow it to help other kids fighting cancer.
Cookies Crumblers.
Yes, Cookies Crumblers.
And I also have to make note that we are in Gracie's Treehouse, which I have to tell you, this is like a spaceship for adults. This is amazing.
Yeah, it's like insane. It's
now the Treehouse has a little story. How did this come about?
a group of parents who were also going through the same thing what my parents were going through came together, and they raised money to help fund the Treehouse. And my cousin worked at Aeropostale and like the PS, and he and his coworkers also raised money. So like the community really brought the community together just in this one amazing project.
How do you feel when people come up to you or they talk about you and they say, Gracie's an inspiration to me? How does that make you feel?
It's really good to feel that I'm helping someone else, and I think it's good for people to be inspired.
Do you feel you inspire people?
Um,
I'm going to tell you do.
I think so.
I'm going to tell you that you do. Well, I'm going to tell you that you do. And you inspired us so much that we had to talk to you here today. What's in your future again? We're looking at high school pretty soon. Not yet, but we're almost there.
Yeah.
So I know you're an avid swimmer.
Yes.
Can you take Michael Phelps?
Maybe. Or Ryan Lochte, Maybe.
I think Lochte you have a better chance because he's not swimming at all, so you definitely have him beat.
Yeah.
Okay. How much do you swim?
I swim Monday through Friday. Or through Saturday.
You like it?
Yeah, I really do. It's like a good way to... Sometimes I have a bad day at school. I'm just like, okay, swim practice later. Just going to go and work hard and be there.
I want to ask you, for someone who's been through what you've been through and how much you rely on music, what do you feel about the music industry today in terms of what you have to listen out there? Are you happy with what's out there? Do you find there's a lot of choices? Or do you kind of feel like, maybe we should come up with some new stuff? What do you think? What are you listening to?
I think, music has evolved from, the beginning. And I think I personally like music now. I like listening to rap, and I like a lot of rappers I listen to. But I feel like music is always changing. New things are coming in, new albums, and I think that in the future there's going to be pretty amazing things.
It's fascinating when you talk to young people like yourself who go back and they'll say Johnny Cash or they'll say Led Zeppelin or other groups that you weren't even around for when they were in their existence and they were at their height of popularity. When you go back and listen to some of the older groups, what interests you to that type of music?
I think the soul behind it too. I like the way how it's presented, and I like kind of the darkness and the light sides of it. So.
And you like to mix that in with the newer modern stuff as well. Yeah. Okay, all right. Gracie, it was really fantastic spending some moments with you. I have to tell you, you were such an inspirational young lady. I can't stand it.
Thank you for having me.
It was really great to hear Gracie talk. It's great to hear from her. And folks, I have to tell you, there's not much more I can say. The story speaks for itself. Cookies Crumblers is out there.
Yep.
Cookiescrumblers.org.
Yeah,
.org. Gracie's story is fantastic. We're going to continue to follow her. There are some difficult times we all face in our lives. But I will tell you, what attracted us here at Beatles Blog to do this story was after hearing about Gracie's plight. I will tell you quite candidly myself, I don't think I could have handled it myself. And when I heard about how this young child, granted with a lot of support, but still when this young child took this situation on and handily dealt with it, very handily dealt with it, and have come back, you look fantastic.
Thank you.
To come back the way she did, we just can't applaud her enough. So I just want to thank you again for a few moments. And you're going to stay in touch with us and let us know how you do.
I will.
Folks, Gracie West, Cable from Beatles Blog. Thank you very much.